welcome to the first installment of Art History and Makeup with Peacocks and Honey. That would be me. It's so good to have you here. If you would like to subscribe, go ahead and hit that little button down below. And let's get started. If you're interested in this look, if you're interested in anything related to art, makeup, skincare, or just rambling and people forgetting things, because that's me. Stay tuned. Talk to you soon. Hey dear ones. So we're in my kitchen right now because it has the best possible light out of any place in my apartment. Giotto created frescoes or wall paintings in the Squalene chapel. He was commissioned to do these wall paintings. The whole chapel is filled with blue skies and incredible paintings describing the life of Virgin Mary. When you first walk in, you're overwhelmed by the blue that is overwhelming you, and the blue is a key point. And I keep pointing at this. This is the Thrive Cosmetics Brilliant Eye Brightener. I don't know. I use it to put a base for eyeshadow whenever I want to do that. So let me do that real quick. I might need to warm this up on the back of my hand so that it actually... Oh, and then you can also see the color. The color is like a taupey, not quite taupe, kind of slightly cool brown with slight shimmer. We have this image of Christ coming down from the cross, and we have Mary at his head, the Virgin Mary, and then we have Mary Magdalene at his feet. And a lot of paintings and depictions of Mary Magdalene, she's depicted at the feet of Jesus, either as anointing him or preparing his body for burial. And as a woman and as a figure, it's interesting in this, not only this painting, but in lots of paintings of depictions of Mary Magdalene, she's described as three different women, sometimes rolled up into one. At least this is how the West has understood Mary Magdalene. So just to give you a quick recap, you have Mary Magdalene, who was healed of 7 demons in the 4 Gospels. And then you have Mary of Bethany, who is the sister of Martha, their brother is Lazarus. There's a story of Jesus raising Lazarus from the dead. You have a third woman who in the Gospels is unnamed in Luke's Gospel. She's often referred to as the woman in sin. So you don't know exactly what it is, this thing that she's done, but she is so remorse and overwhelmed that Jesus or that Christ or the Savior is nearby, that she interrupts a dinner, in a private dinner, and empties a jar of perfume, a jar usually made of alabaster, or what might have been called like an alabaster box or an alabaster jar. And she breaks it and pours it out all over his feet, cries over his feet, and dries them with her hair. And so these 3 women are conflated in the West by Pope Gregory. Had decided to, in order to clear up some confusion, that Mary of Bethany, Mary Magdalene, and the woman in Luke's Gospel that is unnamed were all one person. And so with that story attributed to Mary Magdalene in the West, in the Eastern Church, it's not necessarily attributed to her. They're regarded as 3 separate people. That's another tangent, sorry. We'll come back to that at some point. That story is tied to her being at the feet of Jesus in every depiction of the crucifixion, most depictions of the crucifixion or of Christ's body being taken down from the cross. And so here you see her at Jesus' feet, taking that role, if we're attributing that story to that woman, to Mary Magdalene, which it's debatable across different understandings of that story. Our sunscreen is set in. I'm using this Exa foundation. I got it at Credo. I like it because it's pretty good for the skin, and this is actually an exact match. I have the hardest time finding something that matches me well, partly because everything is too pink or too yellow. And I think this has like 44 shades. Really great, inclusive, and I keep shaking because you have to shake 3 hours later. So pump that a little bit out into my hands. Let's put this everywhere, shall we? A little bit here, a little bit there. See, I have a good amount of redness just because I'm a pink person. And I have a PCOS, so I normally shave this area. So it sometimes gets irritated. So I usually put more coverage here just to even it out a little bit. And this is nice because I know some people use blenders and brushes and stuff, but fingers work just as well. And then you don't have to worry about cleaning a brush later. Just wash your hands, which is what you're supposed to be doing anyway right now, right? And get this all over everywhere. Kind of stay away from too much here and here and then my nose, because I have like really huge pores, and people talk about, oh, you can shrink those with different things. No, that's genetics. Your pores are your pores. But I'm not mad about it. It means that my skin is actually looking the way that it's designed to right now. And I try not to put too much under my eyes because what happens is I have little eye crepes. So these are not delicious crepes. These are the crepes that collect random makeup and anything, and it just enhances them more. So the less that I put under there, the better. And then what I'd like to do at the very end is kind of like rub my fingers together and then just really press my face to kind of like let the heat of my hands really do the job. This is the Becca color corrector, under eye brightening corrector, brightening up my under eye. No, we're not gonna powder yet. We're gonna put on some cream blush. This is the Kara Weiss cream blush. So I swirl my finger around and then give you a little swatchy swatch. Yeah, that's great. I love this color. Okay, let's put some of that on my face. So let's go back to the Lamentation. And we have this brilliant blue color that is made of azurite. So we come back to azurite. It's kind of expensive. Like if you tried to buy it now, it's, let me look at my notes. $385 for 3.5 ounces. At least that's how expensive it was in, say, 2006. So it's gotta be more expensive now, possibly. But you can see now my face is a little livened up. What the hey? Let's put some blush on my nose. Tiny bit on my chin. I basically like to put blush like bronzer. Because that's strange looking. This blends so easily. It's like nigh impossible to do it wrong. And kind of use it for contour too. I mean just let's blend that up a little bit. Blend it all out. Yeah, I'm liking how this looks so far. Now, because we've done all the cream stuff, and you can do this whatever order you want. You don't have to do powders after creams. You can go back and forth. It doesn't matter. I have the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush flawless finish. I'm just a sucker for packaging. So I kind of just do my T-zone and under my eyes. Just up here. I want to keep that glowiness in the rest of my face. So next time we can travel, you need to go to Italy, particularly Padua or Padova, if you're there. I need to visit the Scroviti Chapel. It is one of the most gorgeous places I've ever been. This is the way it is with most art. Any image of it is never going to fully capture the color and the detail that you would see in person. And this is why it's good to see art in person. And it's also really great why a lot of museums have made images available online in this really horrible time that we can't go to as many museums. See as much art as you can in person. So let me go ahead and do something to my lips real quick. This is the Hue Stick by Live Tinted. I love this because it kind of rolls up and it comes in many different colors. You can use it as it's designed as a color corrector, but you can also use it as like blush. It's very pigmented. Like this is the color True, which funny enough looks very similar to this color. I think I pretty much just make this. I think I just buy the same color everywhere, possibly. This is a little cooler. This is a little warmer and a little more rusty, I think. Sometimes it's good just to sit still for a minute and collect your thoughts. Let's put this on like a lip liner. And I'm not gonna talk while I do this because otherwise it's just not gonna work. Let's do a little liner here. Try to be in the lines. Okay. And I'm just gonna spread it out a little. We have lip balm, also by Live Tinted. This stuff's pretty great. It's called their Unity Balm Gloss, which you can use it as a highlighter. You can use it as a, ooh. I hate when you open up something and it's like already oozing. Kind of like, has anyone ever opened a container of E6000, that glue that you use for a lot of like super duper crafts? Like right now, that's just way too much. There's no way I'm gonna use that much, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna put some of this gloss, which is very nourishing actually. A little bit goes a long way. And you know, let's just use it as a highlighter. Why not? Ooh, I like that. I haven't used it as a highlighter yet, but they say you can, so I don't feel like pulling the other things out. You can pretty much use any gloss, but I like this because it doesn't get sticky. It's not super sticky. Ooh, yes. I like that. Okay. Got a gloss. So for eyebrows, got these sticky stick thing situation. It's a liner brow pencil from M Cosmetics. There's a little pen right here on the end. And I mostly just, ooh, almost went way too high there, April. Hold on a second. You're not that surprised or awake. I just do a little bit here, or there, just to, you know, make it look like I actually have a full eyebrow and not just like half of one. I mean, looks a little better. And do that over here too. Do a little brushy brush. Sometimes put gel, but sometimes I don't. Today's one of those don't have that with me right now, so we're not gonna do it. There we go. Now, star of the show, blue. Where's the blue? All of these shadows are by Sydney Grace, and they're really pretty. Some of them are matte, and some of them are shimmers, and some of them are duochromes. So you can kind of see that. So I'm trying to decide which blue to go for today. Maybe I'll do a couple of blues. Let's try. Let's look at this. It's more of a green blue. I don't know if you can see that. Ooh, yes. That's really pretty. I like that a lot. For grins and giggles, let's go up here into this little light blue situation. Let's see if you can see that very well. It's kind of very light. Ooh, yeah, there we go. That's pretty too. I think I want to pop a blue. I think we need to go in this one. Yeah, this one. Let's go in here. Oh, look at that. That's insane. I can't deal. Okay, let's do a little swatch of that just for fun. Yes, that's what we're doing. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Okay. Let me wash my hands off. Here we go, friends. Into the blue. Ultramarine blue, or like a cerulean blue. Have you ever had an argument with a friend about whether it was something was cerulean, ultramarine, or ultramarine, ultramarine, or ultraviolet? I don't know. Can we decide on what this is? I can't remember the name of it, but I'll look it up. This is that color that we're doing. So we're just gonna go into it. Put that right here. Just kind of build it up. And because I have hooded eyes, we're gonna take it pretty far up. I'm going to blend, and this is a hot tip. Take a color that's similar to your skin tone, whether it is this brown one or whether it is this other dark brown one. Or for me, this little peachy tone here. Blend. Blend this all out. The stretch face look. Oh, that's so pretty. Let's try the other eye now. Trying to follow my eye shape. When my eyes are open like this, you really can't see. From straight ahead, you can't see the color that way. So I'm trying to pull it out a little bit. Blendy, 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 blendy. So for anyone that feels like, oh, this is just way too much blue, I got blue everywhere, this is how you easily fix. I'm trying to take this little Q-tip with some Bioderma or whatever else makeup remover, because I want to remove, like, I want it to be more like straight up here and not just kind of like all over making a black eye situation. Our under eye concealer. You know, wearing blue is gonna intensify your under eye circles anyway. You're not gonna wanna cover them up. You're human. Your eyeballs are, your eyeballs don't do this. I don't know why I made this motion. Your eyeballs are round, and so you want to sometimes see the curvature of your eyeballs. It makes you look more human and more realistic and not like a picture. Some people like the picture look. I'm not one of those people. It's okay. We're gonna put some of this Pat McGrath Lip Fetish Sheer Balm on, because I really love this color. And I think I need something to kind of balance out the eye look a little bit. Just to like bring a little more color back to my face, maybe like warm the cool. Does that make sense? Not a lot, just a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. Actually, I need some of that on my cheeks too. Who else's mom put lipstick on their cheeks? And then nowadays they were like, oh, this is a makeup trick. Like, no, people have been doing this for as long as there's been a lipstick. It's a good way to tie the rest of your face together. Oh yes, looking more alive as we speak. There we go. That is the completed look. I'll do a little close up so you can see what my skin looks like. And this is the eye look. Stay well, my dears. I will talk to you soon.